So 90% of the resources coming from the donors would not include necessarily some of the medicines that we have donated from some of the organizations.
The medicines should continue because even government, central government also gets some donations. But we need to take the mantra of the big expenditure areas, especially the sensitive ones. Because you can have medicines, but if you haven't paid your staff, then there will be problems. And sometimes you can pay staff and jungle around, find some medicine from somewhere.
Is it easy for Lifeline Malawi to find staff?
It is easy for Lifeline Malawi to find staff, but we need to manage our human resources properly. Why am I saying that? I'm saying that because even in the civil service, there is competition for the few qualified medical personnel. There is competition from the West, UK, Canada. Everyone wants nurses, doctors. There is competition from South Africa. They're also looking for the same people. There is competition from government because government tops up the salaries of medical personnel. So the Lifeline has to make sure that the compensation that it is giving to the people that it has employed is commensurate with what the market is able to give, and slightly better, because I mean we are operating in rural areas, and sometimes to retain qualified people in rural areas, you need to give them some incentives.
That's right.
So far, I think we are doing something to that effect, but we need to continuously review, because now I know from 1st July, government salaries have gone up by 15%. We need also to look at the comparative grades within Lifeline.
Mm-hmm. Other than sustainability, what would be another challenge that we would be facing?
I think the question of drugs is very important, because a hospital means drugs apart from the people. We also have to look at the infrastructure. We have a few buildings now at Kasese and Ngozi, but I don't think they are adequate. We also have to look at the question of equipment. You cannot use an antiquated piece of equipment today, so you have to continuously upgrade the equipment, like what central hospitals and government hospitals are doing. For that to happen, we need to have a closer collaboration with the central government. We need to really work together with the DHOs so that we are updated with whatever is available on the market. The other thing is, we as Lifeline, we should also be seen to be interested in what is happening in our field. For instance, we have doctors in Lifeline, we have the medical director, we have the president, we have clinicians, clinical officers. They should not spend 100% of their time treating people in hospitals. They should be able to take some time off and attend international conferences. With that, those connections, there will be networking, and then we could globalize the activities of the organization, other than just keep people at Ngozi for 365 days.
Is there any major health initiatives that are happening right now in Malawi?
There's a lot of them. I mean, one success story that I always give is the use of impregnated mosquito nets. That one, in the area of Lifeline's operation in Ngozi, we have a lot of malaria incidents, and Lifeline has been doing a good job by treating a lot of malaria cases. But one way of maybe doing more preventive is to come up in full force according to the dictates of the area around Ngozi to look at the question of impregnated mosquitoes. Okay. There is a lot of money, and somebody is keeping some money somewhere, and these things are available. In Canada here, people have the money, they would really like to assist, but they would not assist by not knowing what the situation is and what is happening in that particular area. And that's why I'm emphasizing the point that our technical staff should once in a while take time off and meet their regional counterparts and then share some of the emerging issues. For instance, I mean, I know that the Ngozi area is a Yao area, and recently there's been talk about male circumcision as a deterrent to HIV/AIDS. I think our medical people should be interested in these things, and then maybe once in a while initiate small focused research in the areas of where of operation and publish. And then from there people will know exactly what we're doing.
For one final question that I have is, what is the benefit to Lifeline Malawi of having the Lifeline Malawi Trust?
You see, it is difficult for even a genius to go to a new country and set up. One has to know the local environment, the local dynamics, the local sensitivities. And I think that's the strength of the establishment of Lifeline Trust, because it is comprised of people that know Malawi more than the two expatriates that we have. Sometimes it's possible to spend a few millions because you don't know how to proceed. I mean, if I wanted to start something here, I would not bring in my money and then set up in Calgary without at least getting somebody who knows the Calgary to tell me that, you know, instead of driving this side, you drive this side. The Rocky Mountains, if you want to see them, this is what you should do. The tower, Calgary Tower, this is how you enter the Calgary Tower. So you can have millions, but you need somebody to really introduce you to the workings of this. And that's, I think, the plus of the trust. It is comprised of people that have different specialities in Malawi. They know Malawi, they know the Malawi private sector, the Malawi public sector, and the Malawi, you know, ways of doing things.
Are all the members of the Lifeline Malawi Trust medical people?
No, there is a combination. I mean, for instance, I'm not a medical person. I'm just a generalist. We have medical people, we have finance people. We even have a colleague who is a freight forwarder, you know. So it's a mixed bag.
Yes, yeah. Which is excellent. And that's comparable to our board here in Canada. It is a mixed bag. Individuals of different specializations, and that then leads to one of our key parts of our core values, and that is credibility. We believe in having the right people in the right place at the right time. We believe in the transparency. No one person has all the answers. So collaboration is actually part of our mission statement, where we work with other partners. Today we've talked about how we work with the Malawi government and the benefit that that has been, both to the country of Malawi as well as to us as a not-for-profit organization that is trying to bring life-transforming hope and healing to the people of Malawi. Thank you.